Okay, hello. So I am going to be doing a Yamato build. Let's get rid of this one. Now, I must say I don't have a major amount of experience in the Yamato, but I do know what its strengths are. So the first thing we're going to be going for is direction center. We want to get our fighter planes up in the sky, and we want to have two of them. Super useful. Moving on from there, we do have a few choices. It depends whether you want to go for slightly buffering the speed of your turret rotation, which the Yamatos are ridiculously slow. Or the second choice would be high alert or jack of all trades. My personal choice is I would go for high alert because you want to buff you want to make sure you can get your damage repair party, control party, as much as possible. Especially if you're using the extra flag that reduces it down to 15%. It's a pretty nice skill overall. Moving on from that, you're going to be looking at probably Vigilence. Vigilence is a pretty decent skill because the Yamato is not very maneuverable. It has got terrible maneuverability, and a lot of DDs are going to be going after you. I think this is a pretty decent choice. And finally, I'll be going for fire prevention. This is a very good skill for most BBs because it reduces the number of areas that the fire ship can be on fire from 4 to 3, and significantly it reduces the superstructure fires from 2 down to 1, and that is where most of your fires are made. Now you have 9 points left, and this is where you can start to be a bit more creative, and depending on how you want to build your build. You can go for a secondary build using advanced firing training and BFT, which is quite interesting. Same for AA. I would probably go for advanced firing training if you're doing AA, and secondaries of course, because your secondaries, although they're not on the level of the Gris Curfus, but they are still pretty powerful. Not something you want to go against if you own a DD. You can also go for a more tanky build, so you can reduce the amount of fire, which is obviously quite useful, and jack of all trades, depending on how you want to go about how tanky you are. But I think I'd probably be choosing expert marksman. One thing I haven't been thinking about is adrenaline rush. Many people think that adrenaline rush is better on the slower reloading ships, but I feel you're not always shooting your guns all the time, especially when you have to spend, a good half a minute just in rotating your guns. That extra reload isn't always the most useful thing in the world. So, but if you do prefer to pick it, you can pick adrenaline rush. I know I'm going against the grain here, against what many people are saying, but this is how I genuinely think this. Something you can go for would be Superintendent. You get more heal, and you get more of the others as well, which is pretty decent. But I think my choice would be Superintendent. And we have 4 points left. I do like going for tanky builds. I like going even on the Yamato, which is supposed to be for a BB, quite a long range BB. I do like getting in nice and close. There's nothing quite like, being on the enemy team and you see a Yamato come straight for you. You think, nope, I'm not going to stay here for very long. And everyone just runs off. So, tanky build, that's my favourite. And my last choice would be Preventative Maintenance. I like this sort of build because it gives me the choice to really go in and scare off the enemies. The other choices that people could go for would be to go for basic firing training and advanced firing training, because this buffs your secondaries as well as your AA, which is very useful. It depends on your playstyle. Personally, I prefer the tanky, brawly-ish build, but other people may prefer to be more of a sniper. This is the build I'm choosing. Tell me what you think. Thank you very much.